This box here is what I call the massives, mostly very large hand axes. I'm going to have to lift them all up with one hand, but they're all made, they've all got this nice platform struck at the top. Very heavy tools, obviously used for gravity. All of them have the usual ergonomic qualities. This is heavily worked, again holding here, chopper. Here's a very large triangular pointed hand axe, nice platform on the top. This one's a very large, again one of these ends. Beautifully worked around the top where you grip it. Here's another one, just trimmed down the sides, both sides, and a platform at the top. Again a heavy tool where they've obviously used gravity rather than pure strength. Here's another very large one. Again all beautifully worked along the top, clear platform. This one here I like, it's a very old, well worn one. Not very much time, but you can see the basic intent of how it was made. It's obviously been well used and oxidised. Let's get the next one. Nice worked point on that one. Rounded at the top where you hold it. People here obviously had a lot of access to an abundant amount of flint, and they've seen pretty much the shape they want to make before they've even made these tools. Oh, I'm holding that one upside down. It's actually that way. Here's another one. Sturdy worked point. Another one, quite a chunky one, this. Well patinated. This one here, probably a big cleaver. Minerally worked on the other side, but nicely worked on this side. Here's another chopper. This is another very large, squared off at the top platform. I mean, these could of course have been blanks to make other tools later, but they are well worked working tools. As you can see, they're very heavy. Some of them are beautifully worked. Like this one, for instance. Beautifully worked and shows signs of wear around the edge. Minimally worked on the other side. And a nice gripping point on the other side, on the butt side. Here's another one, nicely worn on here, opposite this nice point. Obviously these heavy tools would be used for heavy duty work, such as cutting large animals and wood. About halfway through now. Again, they've left the nodule as it was, but made this beautiful end to a working point, chisel end or scraper. Here's another very large point with the cortex left on. Here's a very large cleaver, worked on both sides. Here's a large axe. That's the working point. Very heavy tool, that one. This is more of a round-headed hand axe. It's a bit smaller. Nice grip there where it's obviously been held like that. Quite worn there. Feels good. Here's the next one. This is more a chopper. Again, nicely worked on both sides, this one. The patina is formed on the outside of the existing flint mark, so it's obviously very old. Here's another one with a really interesting grip down to this really fine point. Looks like it's been reworked at some point as well. Nicely smoothed around the edges where you hold it with a nice grip. This one's a big chopping tool. Another pointed axe, flattened on the top with this good grip. There's another one. Nicely worked point. There's another very large one. Here's another one with this really nice grip down to this finely worked point, possibly 2 points actually. I've got quite a few of these white tools actually that have just been minerally worked to the point. And then here's another classic one of these large ones with a platform on the top, trimmed down each side down to this nice sturdy point. These are probably used with two hands actually. I don't even know if you could call them hand axes really, but there's so many of them on this site. Beautiful tools, you know, once you recognise how they're made, leaving this cortex on the top down to this point. Really nice tools. So I call these the massive hand axes. Thanks. Bye bye.